In this episode, I'm going to show you 10 ways to stay creative. Let's rise.
Rising to be. Rising to be productive. Rising to be organized. Rising to be inspired. Who are you rising to be? New podcast every Tuesday, new videos every Wednesday and Saturday.
Hello everyone, I'm Christina B Rising and welcome to the Rising to Be show, the only place on the internet where I help you rise to be who you want to be, helping you rise to be productive, organized, and inspired so that you can reach your goals. I upload new videos and podcasts every single week, so be sure to subscribe as a riser so you won't miss anything. Watch next week's episode early by joining my Patreon for exclusive and early access content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/rising to be. Now let's get into this episode. RisingToBe.com has finally arrived. Shop for printables to help you rise to be your best self. Listen to our podcast that has been heard in over 60 plus countries. Watch one of our videos on our YouTube channel with over 50,000 views. Join our Patreon for exclusive and early access content. Check out our About page to schedule a consultation with me. Review our sponsorship information and sign up to be a featured podcast guest. All this and more available now at RisingToBe.com. In honor of National Creativity Day, today's episode is going to be about the 10 creative ways to stay creative. From the tension of limitation comes the beauty of creativity unknown. Tip 1. Read a book. The creative adult is the child who survived. Ursula Le Guin. Not like the books I mentioned in last week's episode, but I will link it in the show notes, just in case you want to check it out. I'm referring to books that reignite your childlike wonder. For me, it's rereading Harry Potter or rewatching Game of Thrones or anything in that kid-like fantasy area. And while you're picking out these books in that kind of section, if someone asks you why you're in that section, say you're looking for a book for your kid or your cousin. Tip 2. Draw for inspiration. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Albert Einstein. So when I was contemplating on getting an iPad, one of the things that sold me on it was seeing all the videos of people drawing or making animations. But here's the thing, I can draw, but I barely do it. I even told myself I would finally learn to do calligraphy, but that didn't happen either. Here I am a year later and I have barely used Procreate, but I am definitely going to be more intentional with my iPad and take some Skillshare classes. If I have a discount code for it, I will be sure to add it to my description box. But there is just something about connecting with art that takes you back to a simpler time, which in turn boosts your creativity, whether you can draw or not. Tip 3. Declutter and spruce. The desire to create is one of the deepest yearnings of the human soul. Dieter F. Altdorf. Upgrade and clean your workspace. If you're like me, clutter drains you and especially suppresses your creativity. I recently did some much needed sprucing to my desk. I ordered 3 new desk accessories to help with functionality and cleanliness in my workspace, and they are all from Pottery Barn. Did I spend much more than I wanted to on these things? Yes, it's Pottery Barn, but they have definitely given my space the boost I need, and the quality of these pieces are top notch. So yes, I spent a lot of money, but I also know that these pieces will last till the end of time. And also because my color scheme is kind of hard to find in most office supply stores, I kind of had to shop at Pottery Barn. Redecorating can definitely reignite your creativity. Whether you're changing the paint color on your walls or swapping out your decor, anything helps. Tip 4. Delete distractions. Creativity doesn't wait for that perfect moment. It fashions its own perfect moments out of ordinary ones. Bruce Garabrandt. Sometimes what's blocking our creativity is just ordinary distractions like social media and TV. By voluntarily doing a detox from these things, you will likely feel renewed. This definitely worked for me. I come from the generation of iPhones in the classroom. My attention span is incredibly short, which is why staying organized is so important to me because I don't want to forget anything important. Take a break from those Netflix TV binges and the likes on your last Instagram reel. Not only will the detox refresh your creativity, but also rejuvenate your energy. Tip 5. Take a break. Everything you can imagine is real. Pablo Picasso. And I mean take a break from everything. Email, social media, and work if you can. During this time, try your best to do things you haven't been able to do because you were busy. Think about when was the last time you sat down and just read a magazine or got your nails done. You don't have to if you're a man. It's fine. Not all breaks look like sitting on the beach in the Bahamas. Sometimes a break can just be napping for half the day to catch up on your rest. Tip 6, movie marathon. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou. Pop some popcorn and grab some $5 DVDs from Target and have a movie marathon with those you love. Recently, the Wi-Fi at my house was out for about a week and a half, and we don't have cable. We solely rely on watching things via the internet on our iPads and smart TVs. We don't have a lot of DVDs, but we definitely were able to breeze through a lot of them during this time, and have decided to start a DVD collection again. And maybe you will too. Tip 7, plant parent. Creativity is intelligence, having fun. Albert Einstein. Grab your watering can and your seeds to grow some of your favorite plants or fruits and vegetables. Whether you prefer indoor or outdoor plants, they are all good for your creativity and mental health as well. In fact, I have been wanting to get my very own dwarf Maya lemon tree and also a Honeycrisp apple tree. I've been wanting these for quite a while, so I'm hoping to get them very soon. Tip 8, complete a project. To practice any art, no matter how well or badly, is a way to make your soul grow. So do it. Kurt Vonnegut. Take some time to complete projects you have been putting off. Sometimes our creative juices may be blocked by the things we never even finished. Things we started but never actually completed, the task. Especially major projects like cleaning out a garage or an attic. By simply working to finish these unfinished tasks, we get a boost of achievement that will likely allow us to become more creative. Tip 9, play some music. Creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. Mary Lou Cook. Music can speak to your soul and can boost your creativity just from listening to an old playlist or an album you may have forgotten about. It may sound a bit basic that I'm telling you to just listen to music, but I can promise you this really does work. We live in a time where we don't really have to be fully present to have an idea on what exactly we want to listen to. We literally just press shuffle. Other generations didn't have that. We can simply open up Apple Music or Spotify and browse playlists in different genres, decades, or even moods. Don't take this for granted. Tip 10, review or create your vision board. Creativity involves breaking out of expected patterns in order to look at things in a different way. Edward de Bono. Vision boards are more than just pretty pictures glued to a poster board. When they are made correctly, they can be extremely helpful. I made a video a while back, which I'll link below and above, making a digital vision board for your computer wallpaper and your phone wallpaper. Looking over and reviewing your goals and dreams can help you to see how far you've come and also show you the things you were able to accomplish. Shameless plug, you can also track major accomplishments in your life using the Rising to Be Accomplishment Workbook. Use code GRAD30 for 30% off at risingtobe.com. Bonus, learn a new skill. The chief enemy of creativity is good sense. Pablo Picasso. And if you made it this far into the episode, I would like to share this bonus tip with you for sticking with me. Sometimes the easiest way to stay on the creative edge is by learning a new skill, specifically something completely different from what you're currently lacking fresh creative ideas in. We can sometimes overwork different parts of our brain. This is why taking the time to learn a new skill and tapping into a different side of your brain can be incredibly helpful to your creativity. I mentioned earlier how I am looking to take an art class on Skillshare, but I am also looking to learn how to improve my podcast and YouTube channel. Or if you have taken a Skillshare class, I would love to know what you would recommend. Here at Rising to Be, we believe in celebrating progress, but especially major accomplishments. Since it is officially graduation season, I would like to invite you to submit your or someone else's graduation announcements as a way to celebrate this major achievement in life. Whether your child has graduated kindergarten or you are graduating to finally get your white coat, I want to celebrate you for not giving up on yourself. In a special bonus episode of Rising to Be, I will proudly share your photos, names, specifically your first name and last initial, and what you have worked so hard to accomplish. You can submit these via email at risingtobe@gmail.com or submit a special voice message using the link in our podcast notes and the description section. Congratulations, graduates. Keep rising to be who you want to be. Bye, risers. So let's do a quick recap just in case you missed a tip. 1. Read a book. 2. Draw for inspiration. 3. Declutter and spruce. 4. Delete distractions. Tip 5. Take a break. Tip 6. Movie marathon. Tip 7. Plant parent. Tip 8. Complete a project. Tip 9. Play some music. Tip 10. Review or create your vision board. Bonus tip. Learn a new skill.
Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I just want to share the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from
YouTube commenter Heinzling_TV. Keep rising to be who you want to be. 3 eyeball emojis, thumbs up emoji, 100 emoji. Thanks so much for your comment, Heinzling_TV.
Want to be featured as the next comment of the day? Simply leave a comment on a YouTube video or leave a review on wherever you listen to podcasts.
Do you want even more Rising to Be in your life? Then join the Rising to Be Patreon. It helps you support the channel and other forms of content. There's 3 tiers to choose from,
starting as low as $4.
So here's a breakdown of Tier 1. You get access to the monthly wallpapers for your computer and phone to keep you motivated and inspired all month long. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, and of course you get a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 2 has access to monthly wallpapers. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, early access to videos, and of course a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 3 has access to the monthly wallpapers. They get to choose 2 monthly video topics and 1 podcast topic. Early access to videos and podcasts, a Patreon shout out in my next video, and of course exclusive access to my printable collection from my Etsy store, Rising to Be. And it's only available through Patreon and Etsy, so this is something you really want to jump on. There are 3 tiers to choose from. I plan on adding even more as we go along. So I hope you'll consider joining the Patreon Risers. Keep rising to be who you want to be. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. I hope this episode was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments or your podcast review which tip you'll be using. Watch next week's episode by joining my Patreon for exclusive content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/rising to be. And remember to keep rising to be who you want to be. Bye, risers.